Good afternoon, Fight Night fans. This is Chad Beatty, the Sports Information Director for Lynn University, bringing you this week's Nightly Review. We're going to start off with the women's basketball team, and the Fighting Knights women's team has been off for a little bit, after actually a week, after taking 2 games in West Florida, one against the University of West Florida and one against Delta State, and we had mentioned that last week. This week, the Fighting Knights are in action twice at home. They have their home opener on Wednesday, beginning at 2 p.m. when they're taking on Puerto Rico Mayagüez. The Knights are 7-0 all-time against Mayagüez and hopeful to remain undefeated against them. And then they're going to be playing on Sunday at 2 p.m. when they take on Puerto Rico Bayamon. And the Knights have had a little less success against Bayamon. They are 2-3 all-time against them, so hopefully all you guys will be able to come out and support the team. Tyler Tracy and Zakara Bailey leading the team right now in scoring. Zakara averaging 14.5 points. Tyler is averaging 13.5. And the duo are combined to be shooting 50% from the field and 45% from three-point range. So far a good start from those two players, and hopefully the Fighting Knights will be able to take on these two teams and improve to 4-0 after the week. The men's basketball team also 2-0 this year after getting their second victory in a 58-56 victory over Assumption this past Sunday. In that game, Fred Landers contributing a great all-around effort, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 block shots, while Aaron Harrison led the Fighting Knights with 17 points and 7 rebounds. Overall, as a team, the Fighting Knights combined for 7 blocks, and one of the key defensive stalwarts for Lynn was Corey Thomas. And we were able to catch up with Corey here, and let's talk with him.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined now by Corey Thomas on the men's basketball team. Corey, we had a pretty big win yesterday, starting the season 2-0 with a 58-56 victory. Tell me a little bit about that game. Tell me a little about the defense you played for us and what we're going to do in practice this week, preparing for our big week.
Well, this practice we're going to focus on our defense a lot more because we had some issues yesterday as far as getting in foul trouble by trying to block shots. I believe I had 2 blocks and 4 fouls. So we have to work on getting our defense and working on our footwork and getting a little better at that.
Okay, Corey. So this week we take on University of Puerto Rico Mayagüez on Wednesday and Rio Piedras on Saturday. This is the first, big bulk of games we have in a row this week, playing Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. What are you going to do to rest up on those days that you don't have a tough practice preparing for these games to stay, healthy, in shape, and not too overworked, I hope?
Well, Coach Price, he's good at what he does. He knows how to push us just far enough to have us ready to play on game day. So it'll be a week of basketball, but it won't be too rigorous that our bodies can't handle it.
All right, Corey. Well, good luck this week, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Corey. Now, the men's team is back in action on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. where they take on Puerto Rico Mayagüez, and then the Knights hit the court again on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. when they take on Puerto Rico Rio Piedras. Now we're going to move on to volleyball, and the Fighting Knights went 1-1 on the court this week, picking up a big victory against Nova Southeastern, but unfortunately falling at St. Leo. The Fighting Knights are ranked 9th in the most recent NCAA South region rankings, and the NCAA tournament takes 8 teams out of this region. So the Fighting Knights have 2 big games this week. They're going to be taking on Rollins and number 2 ranked Tampa on Friday and Saturday. Both games, if we're able to get victories here, will go a long way towards us getting a qualifying berth to the NCAA tournament. The Fighting Knights take on the Tars on Friday evening at 7 p.m. and then the Spartans on Saturday at 2 p.m. Among individual rankings for Lynn University, Angie Campbell is ranking 8th in the SSC in kills per set, while Marissa Tandrin became the 10th player in our school's history to log 1,000 assists in a season. She currently is 7th all-time for a single season in assists with 1,091. Additionally, Nikki Haven moved into the top 5 for digs in a season, with 517. So great job from all of you ladies, and good luck this weekend. So our final sport we're going to catch up with is our swimming program. Now, the swimming team hosted its second meet this past Saturday, and while the Fighting Knights came up a bit short, 137 to 121 in points to the Tars, Lynn was able to win 11 out of 14 events overall. Julia Peterson claimed 3 individual swimming wins in the 100 and 200 backstroke and the 550 freestyle, while also anchoring the 200 medley relay team. Now, we caught up with Tyne Potheater, and Tyne actually won both of her individual meets and events in the 100 breaststroke and the 200 breaststroke, while also being a member of the medley relay winning team. So we caught up with Time, and here's what she had to say about our past swim meet as well as upcoming events.
Hi, Tyne. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Tyne, tell me a little bit about the swim meet you guys had this past week. It was our second home meet in school history. You won 2 individual events and a medley relay. Tell me about the preparation that went into this weekend's event.
Well, we had a dual meet against Rollins. It was the first time we did our 16 event lineup, which means that the 200 of the strokes and the 100s of the strokes were in the event. It was tough because we had no men's team from Rollins, and so it went really quickly. So we were under a little bit of pressure, but the girls all definitely did their best, and we had some great times. We've been entering a power phase right now in IHP, and so we've been adapting to that, which has been a challenge, but definitely looking forward to the next while and the next few meets.
Okay, and you mentioned the next few meets, I understand, is Nova's meet in about a few weeks coming up. Tell me what you're most looking forward to in that meet.
I think our medley relay is going to do really well once we start tapering. We've been undefeated so far this season, and we have a really strong lineup, so I think it's going to be a great race. Definitely some strong individual times too from the girls. We've been putting up some season best times compared to last year, so I think it'll be a strong meet.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, Tyne, and good luck in a few weeks.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tyne. Now, the swimming team is going to be back in action December 14th to the 17th at the NSU Invitational in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fans can go out to the Aquatic Center there and watch it, or you guys can log on to lynnfightingknights.com for all of your athletic needs. Don't forget to follow us at LU Knights on Twitter, Instagram, and Vine all season long for updates. This is Chad Beatty for the Nightly Review.